Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'du. We're back with the Risala class of Ibn Abi Zayd al-Qayrawani, rahimahullah ta'ala, that passed away 386 years after the hijrah of the Prophet alayhi salatu salam from Mecca to Medina, known as Malik al-Saghir, the young or small Malik. So we are on the part that says صفة الثوب صفة الثوب في الصلاة وأقل ما يصلي فيه الرجل من اللباس ثوب ساتر من درع أو رداء والدرع القميص. So this is talking about what the male should wear in the prayer, and he says that one should wear a dir' or rida. So what is the author really for the man inside the prayer and outside the prayer? The awrah for the man is between the knee and the navel. And the mashhur is that the navel and the knee aren't a part of it, as in like between the two, but not including the two. So that's for the male inside and outside the prayer. And that's the awrah of the amma as well, the slave girl. Yeah, so, and he says that dir'u al-qamis. So, yeah, the Arabs, they had, qamis and, the rida, and they really classically, they would have two things that they would wear. They would put something on top of them from the top where the shoulders are, kind of goes down, kind of wraps around, and then something to wrap around from like kind of underneath the navel down to the feet. So they had pretty much two, and some people only can afford one piece of clothing, some of the Arabs, so they would just try to make that work. So and for our purposes, yeah, we just need to cover up everything for the male outside the prayer and inside the prayer, between the navel and the knee. And I would cover up the navel and the knee, of course, and be as conservative as possible anyway. But yeah, that's the general thing. ويكره أن يصلي بثوب ليس على أكتافه منه شيء فإن فعل لم يعد. And it's makruh to not have to wear something over the shoulders, as in the prayer is permissible, it's still valid if you for whatever reason just cover it up between your knees and the navel as a man, but it is makruh to pray like that. And some of the scholars, like the Hanbali school, they say that this invalidates the prayer for the man, contrary to the other three schools, because there is the hadith of Abu Hurairah in Bukhari and Muslim that pretty much, and subhanallah, Ibn Abi Zayd, he is known for using pretty much the same exact wording as the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. So yeah, to get out of khilaf, we have mura'at al-khilaf as well, so it's makruh to pray like that. But if one did pray without covering up the shoulders and like kind of the chest area, then the prayer is valid and there's no need to redo the prayer. وأقل ما يجزئ المرأة من اللباس في الصلاة الدرع الحصيف السابغ الذي يستر ظهور قدميها وخمار تتقنع به وتباشر بكفيها الأرض في السجود مثل الرجل. So a couple of things there about the woman. So the woman is supposed to wear the dir' al-hasif, and that covers up even the feet, and wear the khimar. So the woman is supposed to cover up her hair, her neck, her chest, her legs, thighs, and even feet. So the awrah for the woman inside the prayer and outside the prayer is everything but the face and hands, right? Yeah, so that's the awrah for her. So she needs to cover up everything in the prayer. And with regards to the feet as well need to be covered, contrary to what some scholars said. But so the thing about the awrah for the man and the woman is it is a shart with regards to two conditions, بالذكر والقدرة. So remembering to do so, like if you didn't know, or you were unable to cover, then the rule of thumb is your prayer is valid. But one should be careful as possible. And with regards to the feet, for example, or if something comes, especially like the hair, like shows a little bit, one should cover up that right away in the prayer to make sure that it's that your prayer doesn't get invalidated. But yeah, so with regards to wearing like tight clothes, the rule of thumb is it's valid but makruh for the man and the woman, as long as the body is covered with clothing of what needs to be covered. For the man, inside the prayer and outside the prayer, it's between the navel and the knee, not including the navel and the knee. And for the woman, it is everything but the face and hands for the prayer and outside the prayer. So, yes, and it mentions obviously the khimar and so on. And then the author gives us a point of benefit. وتباشر بكفيها الأرض في السجود مثل الرجل. That the prayer of the woman is the same as the man. The Maliki school, other schools like the Shafi'i and Hanafi, they make the point to show how the woman prays a little differently than the man. But in the Maliki school, the woman and the man are the same with regards to the prayer. Also, وتباشر بكفيها الأرض. Obviously, the Malikis, they go down hands first in the prayer, contrary to the other three schools. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the obviously gives their type of the Arabs, how they used to wear and so on. But note again, in the Maliki school is pretty easy. Man inside the prayer, outside the prayer, cover up everything, or cover the between the navel and the knee. Inside and outside the prayer. For the woman, inside and outside the prayer, cover up everything except for the face and hands. Because other schools, they have like different things, like some of them will say, for example, that you have to cover. They make a kind of distinction between the prayer and outside the prayer, but in the Maliki school, it's easy. It's the same for both. So that is all for that part. Until next time, inshallah. Wallahu a'lam wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.